Hi, welcome to Fein Dining. I'm Jen.
And I'm Drew. Today we're going to try something new and let you know whether the dining is fine or should be left behind. So what's on the menu?
So today we have the unusual treat of the Wise Southern Peach Habanero chips, which it says is a limited edition batch for their 100-year anniversary. And I got those from Ollie's, as the telltale red sticker might say, which I thought about trying to pry off of the bag.
But we decided to leave it on as a badge of honor because this shows the lengths that we'll go to find new and interesting foods to review for you.
Not that there's anything wrong with Ollie's. Great discount books, and they have lots of interesting snacks, like these snacks right here. We think Wise makes great chips and snacks. We're both fans. Also, I have a personal attachment to Wise because my dad used to run a business where he distributed them. So, think about my childhood, think about Wise chips, right?
So do you have any family members that aren't at least tangentially connected to the food and beverage industry?
Well, sure. I mean, I have...
You keep thinking about that, and in a few days when we do a Pizza Hut review...
Good point.
I have the highest respect for the food and beverage industry. I mean, your dad literally drove around in a truck and delivered candy and Wise chips. That's basically having Santa Claus as your dad.
True. Very true.
And I was a huge fan of Wise growing up. And pretty much, if you were to take a sample of my blood anywhere between age 3 and 16, probably 4.6% of my blood would have been cheese doodle.
Plus, you always loved those crazy Calypso chips.
Oh, yeah. Those were super flavorful. I wish if I had a time machine, one of the first things I would do is go back and get a case full of those.
Yeah. Whenever it was. The 90s or something. I don't know. Okay, so are you ready to do our taste tests?
I sure am.
Okay, so Southern Peach Habanero. Limited edition. Okay.
I want to smell it.
I'm going to let you. I just wanted to get a second whiff.
It smells like Wise chips.
Yeah. Not a strong smell. Kind of just chippy. Really. Maybe a little...
Sweet?
Yeah. Okay, so these are your standard thinnish Lay's type thin chip. I'm going to pour a little bit out. Ooh, a little bit too much.
Is there such thing?
So, these are what they look like. They're nice. They have a nice look to them.
A golden hue.
Yeah. And I actually do like the smell, even though I can't quite put my finger on what it is. Okay, so let's give it a try.
Ooh.
I'm not getting a lot of peach.
Really? I'm tasting it. It's tasting sweet. It's peach adjacent.
I don't know if they're very salty, but they taste kind of salty.
They do taste salty, but I think that's one of the trademark things of Wise chips. I mean,
Right.
They're kind of oily, they're kind of salty, they're kind of...
The sodium is 222 milligrams per serving. So, I don't know. That's a little bit higher than some chips.
That's why when we had those savory nuts, we could barely taste the salt. This has 10 grams more, and it is salt central.
I want you to have another one.
I'm going to have another one.
Let's give it another. I like how you can see a little skin on the edges of it.
Real potatoes.
Right.
I think we're maybe going to differ on this one because I'm feeling it.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I think I could eat a lot of these. I'm just saying I don't think it tastes very peachy.
If you're going for... Oh, actually, thinking about it, I'm getting no habanero whatsoever.
It's not spicy.
I didn't even remember that it was there. There's nothing.
Right, and habanero is known as one of the hotter peppers. So if you're looking for spicy, I wouldn't go with this. There is a savory sweet combo thing happening, though.
There is.
And they are good. I'm not saying they're not. I think I expected kind of a peach salsa sort of flavor because when you think about peaches being with peppers, anyway, that's what I think of.
I can see that.
Peach salsa, which is good. And these are good.
I like it. It's a muted peach, and the habanero is a lie.
Yes, the habanero is pretty much non-existent.
And we like spicy things in this household.
Yeah. There might be like the slightest tingle on my lips, but not really. I think I'm just imagining it, actually. So we don't know for sure, but this might be only a regional flavor because, you know, here where we live, these things grow on trees. So you might not be able to get them anywhere in the whole country, but you can get them at Ollie's.
And you can get them in our part of the country.
Right, exactly.
It's not the Pacific Northwest.
Maybe not. Maybe not. So when I was checking out at Ollie's with this bag, the lady at the checkout counter, she was really interested in the flavor and she didn't ever think to mix peaches and peppers together. She was kind of fascinated by it. And I said, oh, hadn't you ever had peach salsa? And she said, no, which I thought was really unusual because around here, most people have had it. So I had to tell her all about where you can get the peach salsa. And she was very interested in that too. I think she was going to go shopping after I left.
You had a positive influence on her life.
I did.
As an 80-year-old, when she's sitting there munching peach salsa at the end of her days, she'll say, thank you to Jen and Fein Dining.
Yes, for introducing me to the peach savory applications. So, yeah. They're very munchy, I'd say.
They're very munchy. So, they're munchy. We've said our piece. All that being said, what's your rating?
Okay, so our scale is 1 to 10. Whew. I'm going to say a 6. A high 6. And I probably would give it higher, except for it doesn't really taste like the two flavors that are named on the bag. To me, it doesn't taste like peach, and it doesn't taste anything like habanero. So, although they are munchy, I'll give it that. And I would eat them. I have to give them a little bit lower rating because they don't quite taste like what it says they taste like.
I'm gonna slightly disagree. I agree about almost everything you said about the representation of flavors. That habanero, non-existent. Peach, a hint of peach, not hit you in the face with peach.
No.
But the taste of the chip itself is really good.
It is.
I mean, the munchie is, it's very hard to sit there and make this review as opposed to take this plate and pour it in my mouth.
Yes. So. I do have a desire to keep eating them. So that's always a good thing about chips.
So I think I'm going to give it a solid 8. And I'll fully admit, I could have some sort of a childhood. It's hitting something of the Wise chips of when I was growing up. Maybe that's making me artificially inflate the rating, but it is what it is. I love them. They're great. If my childhood made that happen, then I had a great freaking childhood.
That's true. That's true. You know, Wise makes two of our favorite flavors. Well, actually, one of our favorite flavors, which is the garlic onion.
Ooh.
And you can't get it from just anywhere either, but you can get it from Publix. Those are great.
Primo.
And I did notice while I was looking over here that this has garlic powder and onion powder in it. But very, very, very late in the ingredients is the habanero pepper powder. So I think that might be why we can't taste it, because it's right at the bottom.
Maybe I'm subliminally tasting it, and that's why my rating is so high.
Yes. But, okay, so if these were, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't buy them again. I think I might buy them again. What do you think?
They're a limited edition, and they're at Aldi's.
Not Aldi. At Ollie's.
Aldi is the home of limited something or other. But anyway.
Yeah, they're great at limited editions.
I think what's going to happen is what happens often in this household, which is a few months later we say, you know what I'd really like? Some mango peach habanero Wise chips. And then they're completely gone, inaccessible until the end of time, like the crazy Calypso chips from 1998.
Yeah.
That still haunts me.
True. But these, another thing I should mention, and you might guess, I feel like these might be a summer flavor.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Because peach, summer, you know. So even it's a little bit limited in possibly in the region area. It's limited in the seasonal area. And it's literally limited edition from Wise. So who knows if it will ever come back. But if you can find it, I think it's worth the try.
Definitely. Wasn't there something about the slogan you were going to say?
When my dad was distributing the Wise chips, he owned his own business, and he put out a request to all of our friends and family asking what could the catchphrase be. And this lady who is near and dear to us still to this day came up with the phrase, "Smart snackers think wise." And I think we can all agree that we are smart snackers.
And we think wise constantly. We're not the types to hit you up to like and subscribe and comment. But if you want to, that's cool. We like it and it makes us happy. That's all we're going to say. Bobby.
We'll see you next time on Fine Dining.
Fine dining, y'all.